Should vaccination have been opened for all at a time like this? Because it's very clear there is a shortage.
So, in a simple way, the prioritization for giving vaccine was done in September, October last year. And it was very clear as per the availability of the vaccine that the immediate purpose of vaccination will be to reduce morbidity and mortality. And obviously the highest risk population is to be targeted. And that is why 45 years plus population plus frontline workers were the, even today there is sufficient vaccine to take care of them till July end. About 50-55 crore doses will be available for them. But getting and expanding the age group for 18 to 45, clearly there is no vaccine available, there is shortage, and I would say that it should have been deferred a while for this population because we don't have the vaccine.
Oh, you feel that it should have been deferred?
Important thing is that vaccine is not available within the country. Equally important is that globally also vaccine is not available. Many of us feel कि tender दे देगा तो उससे vaccine इधर से उधर से आ जाएगा, but that is not correct. There is hardly any vaccine doses available globally because these are committed manufacturing which has been taken care or cornered by some of the high income countries.
Correct.
So hardly available any vaccine for in the open market.
Correct. I think you're mentioning a very important point, Doctor. You're saying that the age group of 18 to 45 should not have been opened just yet. It should have been deferred. And yet here we are where this has happened. Can I know from you that was the government advised? What was your opinion? What was the generic opinion among decision makers?
So, in fact, I have already said very clearly that our group had prioritized 50 years plus the frontline workers, and that has been, and we know that sufficient vaccine was arranged for this particular group so that they are covered by July or maximum mid-August.
Okay, Dr. Guleria is also with us. Dr. Guleria, in a statement in March, the government said, and I quote, that the gap between two doses of Covishield should not exceed 8 weeks. Should not exceed 8 weeks. And now here we are where this gap has been increased to 12 to 16. Now, I want to ask you whether this is a decision out of availability concerns or scientific consideration, or actually both.
So I think this is a decision out of both, honestly speaking. Firstly, if you look at the data which has come out more recently, not only the article in the Lancet, but from other countries also, it clearly shows 2 or 3 things. The first thing that we want to know is that if we were to delay the second dose, are those who get just 1 dose sufficiently protected till the time that we delay it? Secondly, is there any decrease in the immunity if we give the booster dose after 12 weeks? Both the studies which have come out over the last few weeks or months suggest that with 1 dose, you get an immunity which is from getting disease, which is more than 70%. Therefore, 1 dose is also effective in preventing getting significant disease in terms of hospitalization, in terms of ICU care. Also, the data suggests that if you were to delay, if you were to give the shot, the gap between the 2 shots, the prime and the booster was less than 4 weeks, your immunity was only around 55 to 60%. But if you were to delay it to 12 weeks, your immunity, the neutralizing antibodies would go up to almost 80 to 90%. Based on that, and like you said, looking at logistic issues in terms of doses available, this strategy was, I think, adopted. And this is a strategy which is not new. This is something that UK did when they had this huge surge in the number of cases in November, December, due to the UK variant. They took this strategy, they adopted a strategy without that much of science. They did it as a public health measure. But now there is science to support it, and even the WHO recommends that this should be done.